Hey, what's up guys? It's TechSpider here, and in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this really cool, simple cat chase mouse game where you play as the mouse and you have to run away from the cat. So first what we have to do is we're going to remove the original sprite, and we are going to choose a new sprite from the library. You can draw your own sprite for this game, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna use one of these. And for our cat, we're gonna use this bird's eye view of the cat. So we're gonna import this by hitting OK. And as you can see, we have our cat right here. So this cat is gonna be chasing our mouse, and we're gonna have to be the mouse and run away. First, I'm gonna shrink this cat a bit. Let's make it a tiny bit smaller. And now we have to import our mouse, which once again, you can draw the mouse, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to bring this one in here. So we have two animals here, the cat and the mouse. And the first step here is we're going to have to make the mouse be able to be controlled by the player using either the arrow keys or WASD or whatever you want. We're just going to make them smaller because mice are smaller than cats, obviously. It's making it a bit more realistic. And all we have to do now is make the mouse be able to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, when the flag is clicked, we're going to have this same thing loop forever and ever. And what we're going to have this is, first we're going to have it check if the player is pressing let's use the right arrow. And if the player is pressing the right arrow, then the mouse is going to point to the right, which is 90 degrees, and then move forward by, let's say, 15 steps. Now, if we play the game and we press the right arrow, it moves. That's a bit too fast. That's a bit too fast. So I'm going to change that to maybe 5 and see how that looks. Maybe 7. Yeah, 7 is looking good. So what we have to do now is, first we want it to start out in the center of the screen. So I forgot to do that. Just make it go to, not forever. Take that outside of the forever. Make it go to 0, 0 at the start of the game. Now we're just going to duplicate this right arrow and do the same for the left arrow. But instead, it's going to move 7 steps while pointing towards the left. So what this is going to do is can go either way now. Now you're just going to duplicate these two. And instead of doing right and left, we're going to do up and down. And for the up, we're going to have it face 0 degrees, which is up, move 7 steps. And then for the down arrow, you're going to make it point 180 degrees, which is down, and then move 7 steps. So now, as you can see, we can control our mouse really easily. And it's really cool. It is kind of weird looking. Looks really unnatural. But since this is a beginner tutorial, we're just going to stay with this movement system because it's really simple and easy to learn. Anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to program our cat. So when it starts, it's going to go towards wherever it is right now. And then we're going to make it repeat forever. It's going to follow the mouse. And to do that, we're going to make it not go to the mouse pointer, but we're going to make it point in direction. Or not point in direction. You want to make it point towards, and then you need to look for mouse 1, which is this sprite right here. Now, then you just need to make it move 10 steps. You can change that to maybe 4 or 5, just to make it actually possible, because the mouse has to be faster than the cat, or else it's impossible to survive in the game for very long. And now, as you can see, we have this cat chasing us, but the weird thing is, if the cat gets us, nothing really happens, just weird stuff. The cat glitches out. Anyway, to fix this problem, we're gonna have to code a game over screen. So we're going to draw a new sprite here. And we're just going to create a game over screen. I'm going to create mine real quick. It's going to be really simple. Obviously, you guys can make yours look way better than mine. But I'm just going to have this quick game over screen. Pretty basic. Game over. Boom. So now for code for the game over. First, we're going to have to make it when the flag is clicked. The game over screen has to go to the center of the screen, and then it has to hide because we don't want to see the game over screen until the cat actually catches the mouse. So, what we're going to do in this forever loop with our mouse's controls, what we're going to do is we're going to add another one. It's going to be if touching. So, if the mouse is touching cat2, which is the cat sprite, then it's going to broadcast a message. And basically what messages are is when it broadcasts a message, it lets all the other sprites in the game know that that message was sent. And then we can make each sprite do something when it receives that message. So the message is going to be called game over, or you can call it whatever you want, but I'm calling it game over. And you just want to make this go for when green flag is clicked, you're going to go into events, and you're going to do when I receive game over, you're going to make it show. Simple. And then that's all you really have to do. Then, as you can see, we can run away from our cat. But when the cat touches us, it says game over. Pretty simple. Now, the thing is, this game is kind of boring because there's no like score or anything. There's no point of the game. You don't get any score or anything. So what we're going to add is we're going to add a score. So for our score, we're going to make a variable. And if you don't know what a variable is, it's very simple. Variables are just things that can store numbers or letters or any type of data. Anyway, this variable is going to be called score. Simple. So, as you can see, the score appears up on the left corner of our screen. And we can make it show or not. We're going to make it show. And we want to make sure when the flag is clicked, you're going to set the score to 0. It doesn't matter what sprite you do that in. But I'm just going to do it on the game over sprite. It doesn't really matter, though. And then, you're going to make a forever loop. And, actually, not a forever. You're going to make it repeat until the game is over. And to do that, we need to make another variable. We're going to call this one game over. But we're going to make this one not show on the screen, so we're going to hide that. So when I receive game over, it's going to set game over to 1. But at the start of the game, it's going to set game over to 0. So it's going to repeat this until... It's going to repeat the following command until game over equals 1, because game over doesn't equal 1 until the game is over, because when it receives the game over, it shows and then sets game over to 1. So it's going to repeat this until the game is over, and the thing it's going to repeat is it's going to wait 1 second, and then it's going to change the score by 1, which means that every second, your score gets 1 higher. So the longer you survive, the higher your score is. So as you can see, this is really cool. It shows your score on the screen. And then when you die, it stops because the game is over. So our score was 8 there. So guys, if this tutorial was helpful for you, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you can see when I upload new content. This has been TechSpider, and I'll see you guys in the next one.